As soon as it comes live on here, I'm putting it on my.
Listen, oh, we're live. We're live right now. Everybody, what's up, everybody? You got Z Fly. Y'all already know what time it is. We are live right now, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I got my mocktail. Not a cocktail, it's a mocktail.
Mock?
Yeah, it's just a smoothie. Let me bring my boy in, Mr. Troy Weeks. There we go, right there. What's going on, Troy?
I'm ready to do this. We already doing this. I'm like, is this real life right now? I'm waiting for a live to pop up on. Oh yes, it's popped up. So I'm about to share this live now on my Facebook for all those out there who may be tuning in on YouTube. I'm gonna share it on my Facebook so we can let them know what's goody. We are here and we're going to have a review.
Let me tell you something. Everybody, I got so much to say, but we have a lot to say tonight. But let me just do the intro. First of all, thank you everybody so much for tuning in tonight. You can definitely, watch us live here on well, we're on StreamYard, but you can watch us live via our YouTube channel, YouTube.com/Real Hot Fresh, or our Facebook page /Real Hot Fresh. So go ahead and click on the link, and here we are. So yes, we definitely want everybody to tune in to us tonight. We are going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, giving you our own review. Me and Troy, we host a show called Keepin It Real Hot and Fresh. Yep. But right now we're bringing you a new show, a little review on some of your favorite reality TV shows that we call reality TV with T and Z. That's right, with Troy and Zach. So yeah, we're definitely going to get into it tonight. We're going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, the new season. If you know, the new season is already 7 episodes in. So we're going to catch, tonight is playing catch up. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to give you episodes 1 through 7 tonight of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So, we're going to be telling you what we think about it, how the season's going so far, things like that. You are tuned into Fly World Media TV. And here we are. So reality TV with T and Z. Also, if you do want to comment, be sure to comment live either on Facebook or on YouTube, wherever you're watching. And I would definitely, read your comments live here on the air. So yeah, join in with us and let us know what you all think of this season so far with a Nene-less season of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So Troy, we got a lot to talk about. We got 1 through 7 episodes. We got to really catch them up.
We got to get caught up. Okay, so let's start with this. Real Housewives of Atlanta season 13, episode number 1. No justice, no peace. I tried to write down all the names, but I got so caught up and get my notes. I didn't write the names, but I got no season. Episode 1, episode 2, be ready. Episode 1, No Justice, No Peace starts out with the opening with the pandemic, and I thought that was important. How each of the peach holders, I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna try to be as shady as I don't want to be because I'm gonna be a little shady tonight. But the peach holders got to speak about their experience in the pandemic and how that affected them in their lives. And I think that opening with that was so dope. Talk to me, Z-Fly. What do you think about that?
So hold on, let me go and get my notes right quick. So I actually like that as well. For me, just like you said, the show started off with everybody just talking about their COVID-19 experience. You know what I'm saying, and just the environment that we're in now, how everybody's feeling. You know what I'm saying? They basically talk about, from COVID-19 to, Black Lives Matter, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, the murders and then the protests. Now, I got to say, I'm going to go ahead and start right now. Now, there is one thing I did not like, and it came from Kandi, and listen, I know a lot of people say this, but I just feel like we need to stop saying it. I understand where they're going, but anyway, Kandi, she said that, what did she say? I got it. Hold on. She said, she was talking about how, talking about the murders of blacks and how when parents has a black son, how he's automatically looked as a criminal. I didn't like that because I get what she's trying to say, but I don't think that she should say that because every black son, in America doesn't go through, the brutality or whatever. I get what she's saying that yes, he's black, he can be profiled. But everybody, that doesn't happen to everybody. And I don't think it's good you have a black son and you have to warn him about, the police might get you. So, it is, to me, it just, you see what I'm saying?
About that. I will say being a parent, that it's important that you do warn your kids. Does it have to be like a red flag, something we talk about every day at dinner? No. But it's something you should warn your kids about because it's important that they understand the reality of the life that we live in now. And it's happening on TV, it's happening on Instagram, on TikTok, everywhere. So I think the reality is they need to understand and know it, and it's happening. So yes, as a Black young man, as a Black young woman, it goes both ways. You can be affected by the police brutality that's happening in the world today. So yes, I think it's important to talk about it. So I get what you're saying, like, and bringing it to light, like we always bring it to light, talking about it on our platforms. Right. I get that because we've been talking about it for years, and now it's really important to talk about it. But look, have the conversation and move on so that we know what's happening. If you want to go out there and protest, we had some protesting happening. We saw Porsha Luther King out there protesting. They got real, the gas and the bullets, the pellet bullets and all that stuff. They got real. So and that happening, this was real. I was out there protesting with my daughter. I didn't write this in my notes. This is coming from my head. This is real. I was protesting with Genesis in Kansas City, and I was like, wow. First, I'm like, is this safe?
Right. Is it safe?
It's a peaceful protest, but is it safe? Because Black people, but I'm like, Kansas City is a lot more white people than Black, so maybe it's safe. I'm just being real. So it was safe. We had a good time. We were able to have that moment, but it was real. And we can't take away from that. But I want to take away from that moment and move to something else in the episode because we want to keep it moving. Can we talk about Titty Sant? What's up to Tibia? Yes, girl, in the room.
What?
Can we talk about Titty? Can we talk about Titty Sant? Wait, before we go there. Majority of Black men, I guess, are stereotyped, and it's good to let them be aware to be safe. We agree with you on that. It's good to let them know to be safe. But
let's not make them scared, though. You know what I'm saying? Let's not make them scared. Let's not make them feel like, oh, well, you're gonna die if you walk out the house.
Can we talk about that?
I think that's good to put that in Black.
Can we talk about that?
Yes, be aware, but not be scared.
I was on the platform last night, with two police behind me walking. They were going to a little unit behind me to lock themselves and do some things, but my inside was inferior. Oh my God, the police. I know I didn't do anything wrong, but something could happen, right? So I'm like, you know what? Let me just not let my anxiety react, because I could cause a problem right now because of the fact of my anxiety and the police being here is making me feel some type of way. So it's real. But I want to talk about Titty Sant. Let's talk about Titty Sant. Cynthia.
Come on now.
The first episode, her titties was out everywhere. They was falling out literally. They was like bleeping them out literally. Titty Sant. It's I wrote some things down here about that, but I can't even read my own handwriting. That's sad. And I can't read my handwriting in the 5th grade. I can't read it now. Titty Sant. I felt like, nothing wrong with being beautiful and over 50 and representing yourself and loving who you are. So nothing wrong with, because Cynthia had everything was sent behind it. So she said Titty Sant, so I have to take that deliberately from there. Titty Sant, girl, keep it up, Cynthia, I guess, but keep your boobs inside. That's what double tape is for. You can go to Dollar General, I guess, and get you some double-sided tape. Come on.
She really can. Exactly. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, because like my thing is, I actually did like the whole setup. I really did like, you know what I'm saying, the little picnic right there in the driveway. I mean, shoot.
I'm going there. I'm going there. Got some notes on that.
I'm going there. I'm taking it. I really think, you know what I'm saying? I mean, she really looked good after being quarantined for 4 months in LA. She looked good, but yeah, she gotta keep the girls in. Because they were falling out. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, they wanted camera time too. So I mean, I don't know what's going on. Here.
We got a new T-shirt, Titty Sant. Okay. So I want to talk about in front of Cynthia's house and the little, shindig, Pomerosa. Marlo,
Marlo,
with the thermometer and the tape measure.
Go ahead. Marlo can do no wrong in my eyes, but go ahead.
First of all, Marlo this season was giving me life, right? And what she was saying with the COVID, she took COVID very seriously, and she took it to the 99 and the 2000. She wasn't playing with y'all. She came out with the full suit, and she was like, you know what? I'm not playing with y'all peoples. Let me test you. In 97.3, you good. We can have this Pomerosa. That was everything for me. And when she put on the tape measure, was like, oh, you're not 6 feet away. You see, saying 6 feet away. I'm like, girl, you already protected. You already protect. The mask is good enough, girl. So, I
mean, Marlo, she got it bad, But listen, Marlo, like I said, she can do no wrong in my eyes. I mean, anytime there's a scene with Marlo, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like just glued to the TV because I feel like the things that like vomit out of her mouth, you just never know what she's gonna say. You know what I'm saying? She has no filter.
There's more to come. I got it.
Okay.
There's more to come after the scene, but there's more to come with that. But first of all, let's give a shout out to Porsha Luther King. Okay, she was out here. Okay, I'm gonna give it to Cardi B. Okay, she was out here and she was doing her damn thing. Z Fly, She was out here doing it from city to state and city to state. We'll talk more about that later on as she progresses in episodes. But she was out here city to state, so I had to shout out Porsha Can talk to me.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, Porsha, she's definitely taking the protest very seriously. You know what I'm saying? She's taking it so seriously that she's getting arrested. So you know what I'm saying? Look,
keep going. I got that. We're gonna talk about that. Keep going.
But no, but you know, honestly, yes, Porsha, she's really doing a great job. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she's taking it very seriously. I don't know if part of it is because she's just trying to make up to some non-things that she didn't know. A Black history.
I gotta get snippets for that. Come on.
Let me tell you something.
I'll get back to that. Sam, I'm gonna put it in come back.
This mic.
I gotta get snippets for that. Listen, Porsha Can shout out to you. We want to also shout out to Riley for she's off to college now. She's going to NYU. She's about to make new endeavors, make things move. It's about to happen. So shout out to her. But let's also talk about the nose job. Z-Fly, come back to me. Can we talk about the nose job on Riley? She's too young. I feel like she's too young. Let's talk about it.
A nose job? Is that what that was? Let me tell you something. I was looking at Riley and I was like, doesn't she look like a mini? Listen, doesn't she look like a mini Lizzo? She look like a mini Lizzo. Stop. She looks like Nah, I'm just saying like her face. She looks like a mini Lizzo. What's wrong? There's nothing wrong with Lizzo.
No, she's beautiful, voluptuous woman, BBW woman. But yeah. Wow, D-Fly Lizzo though? Okay.
Lizzo. Yes, so you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Riley, she's definitely had done something. I mean, I don't know what was. Listen, we're not gonna talk about the kids, but Riley, she's doing a great.
I just want to get the nose job up because a lot of people were trying to fight me on it. I was like, no, look it up. I'm gonna show you. Camera's there. She did it. It's not there, but she did it. You know what I'm saying? Like she did a nose job. I saw an article, I read it up, and more than one article said it. So I was like, no, it's true. And I was like,
that's very sad that though she's very young and she thinks she needs a nose job already. Like what's going on? Like what's the problem? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, she was looking different.
That was the bigger picture, and I think we're gonna get off the kids because we don't want to start fights. But I think that was a bigger picture. Why would you do that to yourself? You're so young and your body's still changing and growing. She was a beautiful.
Right.
Why you were beautiful before that, and you're beautiful now. But why would you? You didn't need to do that. But let's keep it moving and let's talk about the chill episode 1, season 30, episode 1, the chill wedding battle with Cynthia and Mike, and the pandemic, how many guests we can and cannot have, and the most important thing, Mike saying, "Am I not enough for you? Am I not enough?" And I think that was important. Wow, for them to be going through the fact about the date, and we made the date so big. I feel like I'm on Mike's side on this. I don't care. We said 10, 10, 20. Let's get married on 10 to 20. I don't care if there's 5 people there and my grandma. Let's just do it. You know what I'm saying? And that sort of disturbed me too. What do you feel about that?
Okay, hold on now. Hold on, wait. What was okay? Well, for one thing about that whole thing, I really do feel like Cynthia, she wanted it all, even in a pandemic. You know what I'm saying? She was trying to show him that, oh yeah, you are enough for me. But really, she was also saying, but I want my cake and eat it. That's what it is. She want her cake and eat it too, basically. You know what I'm saying? She wants the big turnout. She wants the big wedding. She wants all the guests there. She don't care if it is a pandemic. She just like, listen, you know what I'm saying? You said what?
With mask and suits and all. That's what she said.
Yeah, she doesn't care. So my thing is because I think he had even asked her something about, if we can't get married on 10-10-20, would there be a problem? But she's just like, well, I don't know. I mean, she likes the 10-10-20 just, you know what I'm saying, just because of the significance of it. But she really wants that big wedding with all those people. And
she do.
Yeah. So
she wanted a big wedding and she wanted all the people, and we're gonna see later on if it really happens, I guess, and how it happens as the season. But one more to bring back to light was, I said, put a pin in it and come back, was from underground railroads to prison cells. Back a couple episodes ago, she didn't know what the underground railroad was. She thought that was coming through underneath as in a railroad. So now she's in prison cells and she's understanding her life and what's really going on and how she's out here making it happen. So come through, Porsha King. As we ended episode 1, she did what she had to do and she was out here in these streets.
Exactly. Now also in episode 1, I don't know if can we talk about Kandi real quick?
Let's go to it.
Now with Kandi in episode 1, I wanted to talk about how she's still dealing with her baby daddy issues. And how Block owes her
baby mama.
I mean, well, yeah, baby, yeah. She's a sugar mama, and she got a baby daddy issue. Cause Riley's daddy, and he owes her $100,000 in child support. I mean, how does that happen? I mean, I know things can happen, but it just seems like, I guess when I think of Kandi, I see this businesswoman, and I just feel like that she would have got a better hold on that for it to get to 100K.
I'm gonna say stepping in on that as a parent who has a kid who we are co-parents and we live two separate places. When it comes to the money, if I didn't pay my money, it would not be on her mom. It would be technically on me fully. So as a dad, it's on Block here. He owes that money. He needs to pay it. He decided as a man, as a father, I'm not going to pay this money. So guess what Block needs to do as a father at this girl's in college? You ain't built a relationship. You need to build with her that you should have. She want her money to go to college and live her life the way she wants to. Give this little girl her money. Don't bring Kandi into this. Kandi is the leading force because she is the mom and she has to be in the middle. But as you can see from what we see in the footage, it's not Kandi trying to go after this man for the money. It's her daughter trying to go after this man for the money. So don't blame Kandi on that.
Well, I ain't blame her, but I'm just like looking at her sideways. But yeah, it is his fault. He's very pathetic. But it's just sad to know that what I'm saying, men, they don't want to pay for these children. Why they're having these children, but they don't want to pay for them. I mean, because Kandi was like because Kandi said once upon a time he was a millionaire. Yeah, he's driving in nice cars, but you can't 100K. What is 100K really? You know what I'm saying? To their lifestyle, you would think he would have easily wrote her a check, but I guess not. I guess he need to buy the, what I'm saying? He need to make sure he was okay before his children. That's cute.
Pay her money. Pay her her money. You owe her. Pay her her money. That's how I feel. On to season 13, episode number 2.
Okay.
It opens with Kenya doing construction. I mean, Kenya blowing with the leaf blower, but the construction happened in her house. First of all, bravo, y'all shady. To me, that was a shady moment. We already seen in season 1 she building a pool and a fortress and all these amazing things for her daughter. You ain't had to show her. You had to open up with that, but she opens up with that, and Cynthia sits there, and the thing that made me crazy about that is that when it opens up to talk about having drinks with her and Cynthia says, "Look, I'm gonna sit the closest to you, Cynthia. You press for her. You is press, okay? You need to calm down. She's not gonna steal your friend. LaToya comes into the scene, living her life, doing her thing. She's not stealing your friend away. You were so pressed, Cynthia. Calm down, girl. Put your titty cents away. Calm down."
Right, exactly. I definitely wanted to talk about that. I mean, Cynthia, she was acting really jelly, and I'm just thinking, like, come on now, like, are we gonna do this every season where what I'm saying, one of the girls they get at that, what I'm saying, they get jealous over over another friend girl or whoever that one of their friends may know. For one thing, yeah, that was childish, but to me that just goes to show part of her character. You know what I'm saying? Like she just think that because what I'm saying, you remember with Nene, what I'm saying, Cynthia, she was very well, what's the word? Like not controlling, but very, hovering around that. Because you remember the friend contract, what I'm saying? She's like, "You're my friend, you're only my friend, be my friend." Like, that's Cynthia, can you grow up?
Right. So that's how I felt about that. And so what I did like about that conversation was that she was you'll see later on the episodes to air, but she did say, "I want to support Black businesses and create Black taking some Black wines and be able to showcase them in the wine cellar." So I want to shout out Cynthia for that. And so I wanted to bring that to light. And you're gonna see it unfold in an episode to come. So I want to talk about that. But I also want to skip over to Porsha King. So in this episode, there's a photo of her being arrested. In the photo of her being arrested, there's the Charlie Brown mugshot. She's sitting in the photo like this. But I get what happened. She said she took the photo, and whoever took the photo was trying to be shady, so took the photo out of nowhere when she wasn't ready. I get it. But the Charlie Brown photo, like, that was her first arrest. Now, we've been talking about the arrest. But there's a side note that I want y'all to know. And I sent you a picture, T-Fly. I don't know if you have it. But did y'all see Porsha mama with the broken nail? She was like this talking on the phone, right?
You know what? Let me see something. I say, there's a dog.
Little nail right here was just broken off. And I'm like, I'm from the hood.
Listen, everybody listen. So our some of our functions are not working, but I have to make sure that y'all see this. So this is what he's talking about. If you can see that nail,
it's broke.
Yes, it's like the nail that's next to her pointer finger is broke. So yeah, mama, what's her name? I forgot her name. What's Porsha mama name?
Miss Diane.
Yeah. She's sitting there.
I'm not trying to be petty.
With a broke nail.
I'm not trying to be petty with that. But I'm watching the episode and I'm like, it crossed my TV and I'm like, that whole nail is broke, sis. You can't put a Band-Aid on. Put a Band-Aid, you put a Band-Aid on, let you know it's broke. She got that whole like that. I'm like, I couldn't talk about that. So the Charlie Brown mugshot, talk to me. I'm sorry. I have to be shady for a second.
You know what? The Charlie Brown mugshot, I'm gonna leave Porsha alone. You know what I'm saying? She's out there trying to fight for black, justice and Breonna Taylor and just all this injustice that we're, that they're trying to correct and everything. So just like you said, they were definitely being shady with her. They probably got her off she wasn't even ready probably. They got her off guard and she was looking crazy, But I'm gonna leave her alone though, because like I said, she is out there fighting. She's fighting that good fight. She's out there. I mean, and you know what I'm saying? Like Porsha, she's out there. Like she's out there with like, the what kind of bombs were they? The stink bombs or some kind of bombs, the tear bombs or something. They're throwing things at her. She's out there, sun up, sun down. So she's trying. So guess what? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? After you do all that protesting. And you know what I'm saying, and like probably that sun and that weather and just around all those people, who knows how I will look in a mug shot. So
hello, I mean, there may or may not be a mug shot out there about me. I ain't seen it, and I want to see it. But if it is, now let's move along to Miss Drew Sidora. Yes.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. Do we got to get on her right now? I want to say that one for last because this episode number 2. And we need to say that one for last because
okay. So I'm gonna
my bad.
I'll keep it moving. I'll see my notes about her. I'm gonna come back to it. So we can talk about the graduation. Let's talk about the graduation, right?
Yeah.
In the graduation, Pastor Jeanette, Mama J, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh no, I'm not talking about her. I'm gonna come back to her. Sorry. Graduation, Kandi, Mama Joyce. If you notice, she didn't say COVID-19. She said covert.
She did.
19.
She did.
Covert 19. Come on. I was like, I had to talk about the covert 19. Did you see that, Z-Fly?
Yeah, I definitely heard that. And I was like, you know what? Sometimes, people always talking about how they're intelligent and how they want to be seen a certain way. But you need to make sure that you're speaking correctly. You got your mama up there talking we know they're in Georgia already, but dang. You got to talk like Alabama. You know what I'm saying? The covert 19. It's been on every news station, radio, streaming network, social media. COVID-19, and then she's gonna say covert. So you know what I'm saying? So it's just like you just gotta look at her like with the screw face. Like, come on, Mama Joyce. You got so much to say about everybody else, but you can't even say things correctly out of your mouth.
You should know better. You should know better. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
so let's talk about quick scene when Porsha came home. And when she did come home, there was no welcoming. There was no welcome home. There was no, hey, Porsha, you're alive, or nothing like that. Like no banner. She made very no light of that. Like, y'all ain't give me no banner because her mom, scene opens with her mom making eggs and bacon for little Pilar. And she was like, I want some. And she was like, look, girl, this is for Pilar. This ain't for you. And she was like, damn, girl. No welcome home banner. No Porsha, you alive, no nothing. Right in that moment because episodes as it long things change, but I felt bad for her in that moment.
You know what? I definitely noticed that, but I just took it as like her mom is probably just used to it. By now, you know what I'm saying? Even though the cameras they. No, that's like, you know what I'm saying, because the cameras they're filming what they're filming, but you know what I'm saying. But then the cameras go home, so her mom probably used to Porsha out and about in the streets, raising flags and stuff, and with mega horns. We're shouting to Breonna Taylor, so she probably was like, okay, you know what I'm saying, you're doing a good job. I mean, hey, glad you're home. But she probably was like, I ain't doing no party for you. So, you know what I'm saying, her mama don't like she would do it. I don't know. I don't think
set up you watching your daughter. That's probably enough. Welcome home. Got it. Let's move along.
Right.
First of all, okay, party at Lake Beatty. You know what I'm saying? She had a party.
Here we go.
She had a little assistant, her little assistant Chime, I think his name was. I'm like, first of all, what assistant come from? And never knew she had an assistant. But shout out to your assistant. But when Marlo came in, she was like, I was like, is it me or can Marlo smell a label anywhere?
Right.
Like, she could just see a label and smell a label. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, so in that moment, they switched to that. They switched to the meatballs being cold by Toya. First of all, talking about the cold meatballs. Toya, she doing too much. She needs to calm down.
Yeah.
She's new. Talk about it. Talk about the start of the Lake Bailey scene.
Yeah, so I definitely talk about it. So I just noticed for one thing how Kenya, how she just started shading Marlo. If you remember, she was like, "Oh, I don't know what's going on with Marlo. She's looking bad. She's like, she never looked good, but she's looking even worse now." So I'm like, dang, what I'm saying? Here she goes shading Marlo already. Then, just like you said, just like this whole interaction with LaToya and Kenya, I'm just like, okay, what's really going on? They're acting like a little too connected, too giggly, too la. And I'm thinking, like, really? Like, where's all this coming from? Where's all this energy coming from? But and then it was cool. You know what I'm saying? I guess this was kind of like their moment to meet some of the other, the new girls, and the new girls to meet them, each other. One thing I didn't like though is whenever Cynthia had said that like she is inviting Drew Sidora, and in Kenya, I don't know if you remember, Kenya was like, "Who's Drew?" Like, I'm like, come on now, you don't know who Drew Sidora is. I mean, come on, she was in the game. She been in movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I found that kind of crazy. Like, she's trying to act like she don't know who she is. And then of course, later on, the Cat in the Hat came up. But I talk about that. What LaToya was saying about her hair. So
I mean, first of all, Kenya is the hater in all this.
Yes.
How you gonna shade the real star? You ain't no star, Kenya, when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? You can't shade Drew Sidora. How you gonna do that? LaToya, you need to sit down. LaToya, you need to sit down. Because at the end of the day, you're doing too much. At the end of the day, she was like, this is why I don't like you. And I'm like, how you don't like Drew Sidora and you don't know her? You're trying to find a moment, and this was your moment. And when mom was like, also Drew, like, oh, maybe you can get Kenya some gigs because you're working right now. I was like, yes, Marlo, it's the shade. It's the shade I'm talking about. It's the shade I was talking about. And I was like, you know what? At the end of the day, one thing about that whole scene too, I was here for Marlo giving Toya a little feeling like, yo, don't tell all your business to Kenya because she might hold it against you later.
Exactly. Yeah, she sure did.
Just letting you know, as somebody who's been around her for a long time, just letting you know. So,
right.
All that for that scene, I was here for it.
Exactly. Also too.
Hey, Aaron.
What's up? Thank you for tuning in. Also, too, I think with that same dinner, there was a dinner or the gathering at Cynthia's where also they talked about to me it was a big discussion on separation and what it means to do so. If you remember LaToya, she was saying that she thinks that if two people are separated, then they can have sexual relations with other people. But then Drew was like, no, separation means that. What I'm saying? Y'all just trying to figure it out. Y'all trying to work it out separately. So whenever whenever y'all come back together, hopefully it'll work. And Drew was saying that there shouldn't be any sexual relations with other people. So what are your thoughts? And also everybody who's tuning in, let us know. What do you think? If two people are separated, do you think that they have the right to have sexual relations with other people, while they're separated from their spouse, or should they, just be working on, each other but separately? What are your thoughts without having any sexual relations? So let us know what you think. Comment. Troy, what are your thoughts?
So the line was separated but still married. That was the line that Drew said to Toya. I do agree with Drew on this when it comes to being married. See what kind of vows you're taking. What kind of vows did Toya take? Maybe she took her Trinidadian vows and she don't have a marriage license for it. Because the kind of marriage vows you take in America, is to death do us part. And so if you're separated, you're still married. So that's about that. And so also too, there was some more notes I had about in that scene, there was marriage talk between Mike and Ralph. I do like that. I do like that Mike and Mike. I can say mouth. Mike and Ralph were talking about marriage together because as you know, Ralph and Drew have been married 6 years. And so the only thing that puzzled my mind was the fact of Mike leaving for 3 days, and I mean not Mike for Ralph leaving for 3 days, and we don't know where he went to. He didn't say where he went. All that kind of stuff.
Drink.
So this came up during that conversation. You know, again, shout out to the black wines, and this is when they actually tried the black wines. But the 3 days into to where where Ralph went, we don't know. But if you want to still put Drew Sidora on pause for a second, let me just keep moving because let's put it on pause because we can keep that deep because you got your drink, even if it's a mocktail. Before I close out, and we can go to Drew Sidora.
Yes.
Kenya, first of all, why are you throwing your friend Toya under the bus about the wig? You too old for that. For all you gonna bring up, oh yeah, you know, Toya said her wig, she had a pet cat. Pet cat what? It's nothing wrong with pet cat. No, her wig. First of all, Kenya, you threw your friend under the bus. You can be the same chica that's gonna come back later saying, I didn't say that, or you know what? Who me? So I feel like that was very shady. So before we get to Drew Sidora, we could talk about that.
Yes, thank you for bringing it up. Yeah, because you know, I thought it was very, very shady. And then for one thing, I thought it was just shady in LaToya, period. For you know what I'm saying, for saying that the girl, you know, wig looked like a cat. I mean, it was kind of bushy. It looked more like a porcupine. But the point is, you know what I'm saying, she had to do that. Like, you just supposedly meeting the girl. Why are you already throwing shade? And
she
then
interrupted too. Like,
yeah, she interrupted. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like you said, then Kenya runs and then Kenya runs and tells that to Cynthia. It was a messy. You know, it was bad. And I will say it was bad because, you know, Drew did come in, you know what I'm saying? Like she's looking forward to meeting everybody. Sorry about it. Battery going low. Y'all know how it is. But yeah, you know, she was looking for the meeting everybody. And then they would have just kind of shade her, so it was messy. So yeah.
Right. So let's. Are we ready to talk about Drew?
Yes. Okay. Now ready. Okay. And then one thing too about the talk with Mike and Raph. You know, I learned. Well, that was like the little. To me, that was the intro of showing Raph who he is and his character. You know, whenever he was talking about how. You know, the anniversary's coming up and how he had left or whatever. He had told Mike that or whatever. But yeah, let's get on Drew Sidora and this dinner. Take it.
Yes. So we did have a comment. Aaron Mack had said 2 minutes ago. It depends on what you agree. I feel that all couples make their connection whatever they want. And so it just popped up. So yeah. So ultimately, it does depend on the couples and what they're doing. But when you put your life on display, we're gonna talk about it. And so. Intro, right. Drew Sidora, yes, Miss Actress. If you guys don't know, she played Miss T-Boz in bioepic of TLC. First of all, the intro with her having dinner with Cynthia, she has that boot on. And not only did she have that boot on, they talk about how she could lift that boot up and make moves to bust it in the bedroom. Nothing wrong with that. That was cute. I'm a freak. It's okay. But she talks about how she's married 6.5 years. But she's been with her husband 6 years. So I did have to bring that up. Of course, Mama J, Pastor Jeanette, we'll shout out to her. Chicago, holding it down, not playing with y'all mofos in these streets. 6 years, 6.5 years married. Tiva, tell me about that.
Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna try. So I was really waiting. That's why I wanted you to have this laugh. I was really waiting for this moment. Whenever I saw that scene, and you know what I'm saying, just the whole anniversary dinner, and then just looking at how Drew approached it, which made sense. You know what I'm saying? She just, you know, talking about how happy she is, you know, there's 6 years. And then you know, just she was just talking about, you know, how she wants transparency in their marriage or whatever. And he was already you could tell he was getting a little defensive or whatever. But then gonna find out that when she dropped the bomb that he was gone for 3 days and he didn't tell her. And my mouth is really still on the floor somewhere because I just couldn't believe it. Like, my thing is, he, like, what? Okay, he left for 3 days. You hear me? 1, 2, 3 days. And he didn't tell his wife, not his girlfriend, not his side chick, not his potential, but his wife, with however many kids they got, 2 or 3 kids they got, he just left. And then whenever she was like telling him, like, yeah, you know, that's not cool, you can't do that. He was like, oh well. Then he used that thing where you don't know how black men work. That's how black men work. Well, if that's how black men work, I listen. All females might want to run for the hills if that's how black men work, because they're gonna leave you for 3 or more days, and they're gonna tell you ish. Yeah, I got a lot more to say, but I'm gonna let you chime in. Go ahead on. I got a lot more to say, but you chime in.
Can I answer that before you close it out? Like, and close it out for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna close out in this situation. You can really close it out. We can move to number 3. I was proud to see that they were working it out. I was proud to see that Drew and Ralph were going, trying to work it out to the episode. They had the anniversary. They were trying to work through the anniversary, right? But at the anniversary dinner the first night, Mr. IT, secret cameras on your family. Who does that? That's my ending on episode 2. Secret cameras on your family. Who does that?
He has cameras on his family. And see, one thing, I don't like him. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like, out of the husbands, I don't like him already. I don't like him because he has a very arrogant, very egotistical type of demeanor. And I just think that, I'm just actually seeing them, her behind the scenes. But from what he's showing, it ain't nothing to like, in my opinion. I really don't care for him, to be honest with you. Also too, I didn't like how he tried to justify, his poor behavior of leaving his family for 3 days with no communication. I mean, he had no communication with her. She didn't even know where he was at. I think she said she was like texting him. He's like, "Oh, I did reply," but from what it seemed like, he really didn't reply, or he didn't say much. And here's the thing. Now, Troy, what if she did that? What if she did that? What if she said, "I need a break"? She went out somewhere, wherever, for 3 days, leaving the children. He don't know where she's at. Nobody know where she's at. But she's saying, "Oh, I'm a black woman. I need some time to get my head together." And she, excuse me, everybody, and she just leaves. What if she did that? See, that's what I don't like. Because a lot of times, males, they feel like they can do things like that to their female, and they be like, listen, I'm a man. Like, you don't understand. But what if she did that? Would you understand? To me, what I get from him is, let me say, oh yeah. Then he didn't think it was important for her to even know where he was at, because she was like, "Where were you? Where were you?" She had to ask him about 11 times for him to finally say he was in Florida. He seems very insecure. He seems like he just wants dominance, and he wants to control the whole situation. And then she over there crying in the bathroom. I almost wanted to go there and snatch that cat off her head and be like, "Why are you crying?" Because he ain't worth it. She over there crying like, he don't left you for 3 whole days. You think he? Okay, I'm gonna shut up. Now, what else we got going on?
That was episode number 2. And it ended with her in the bathroom crying to her mom.
I'll be back to her later.
Episode number episode number 3. So first and foremost, it starts with Porsha King. Come through, Porsha King. She was in Kentucky, back again fighting for Breonna Taylor's rights, because what they stood for the first time didn't, it had some weight, but it didn't have a lot of weight, so they went back again. She was jailed again this time, y'all, but they left her this time so that she could be an example. They left her in there. Z5, what do you think about that? The fact that they left her as an example.
Don't Z5 me. Listen, okay, we talking about Porsha. Porsha, she, she continues to fight. She's trying to gain independence from Dennis. Oh, I'm sorry, we talking about the thing. Listen, I don't have nothing else to say about Porsha, because, like, like somebody had, like, one of them has said, but we'll talk about her later too. Is, what I'm saying? Is there another way that she can go about it? But like I said, but listen, even if you are marching peacefully, I know things happen. Yeah, I don't have much to say about Porsha, because the whole thing is, whenever you are fighting for justice, whenever you are fighting for something better, you know what I'm saying, you got to take the hits with the misses. You know what I'm saying? Think of Martin Luther King. Do you think, what I'm saying, he was out there marching? What I'm saying, he they had to go through a lot to make a difference. So yeah, Porsha, she's getting mugshots, she's getting arrested. She has a Charlie Brown expression. She looks bad. She'll be okay.
Right. Yeah. Okay, friend. Don't get too mad, okay?
Yeah, she'll be okay.
So moving along in that episode, in that scene, there was a scene where Mama Jeanette, she's a preacher, she's a pastor from Chicago. She had a scene where she was talking about a sermon. It was called They Business. And, it sort of talked about a little bit that had to do with her daughter and what her and Rock were going through in their own personal business. And I feel like because you live in somebody's house, you shouldn't use their personal business to talk about that in your sermons. And so that took me for a loop on that. That took me for a loop on that. And I'm trying to think, is there anything else on that? No, that's all I have for that scene. Anything you want to talk about on that? Is he fine?
No, not really. Yeah, we can keep on moving from that. Don't get me started.
Okay, cool. So what's up with King and LaToya? And we licking? Because there's a lot of going on with them too. I don't
Right.
know if they're really licking or if they're not. The whole dating photos and dating sites. Come on, King don't need a better dating site. She's still trying to figure out her life. You gonna put her out there to screw up somebody else's life?
That part. You know what? Yeah, that was that. Like like I said, they just seem weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Kenya and LaToya, they just act so silly and ridiculous. And I'm thinking, how long have y'all known each other? You know what I'm saying? I know like sometimes you can't meet people and like so y'all instantly connect on a friend silly level. Y'all can just have a great time. But it's like they taking it so far. It's almost like you said, it's like, okay, are y'all trying to make it a friends with benefits type of thing? But you know what I'm saying? Also too, listen, Kenya, she can't seem to get it right with the men. Either men are knocking her on windows out, or they telling her that she ain't nobody, and I'm ashamed of you, and you do what I say. So maybe she is trying to cross over to the lady pond. You never know. You
All
just
right.
never know.
Did you see
Bam.
Kenya out there and Candy's driving on the floor like, oh my God, I fell. I'ma sue you. Being funny. I was like, she seems like the type of person that she would actually sue you if she fell down in your driveway. I just have to mention that.
And
Um,
she really does.
so shady. So introduced to the show in this season is episode 3 is Fallon. She's Portia's
Yes.
friend. Yes,
Yes.
House. First of all,
Yes. Mhm.
Fallon Grobati. I think that's her name, man. They giving out Grobati gifts. I want one. You guys see them gifts she
Right.
was giving for showing up to our house? Okay, I'm down with that. So yeah, I want to add that in there. Talk about give a little something on that, Z.
So Fallon, she seems like she can be very interesting. She looked like some women that I met before. You can tell that they really want to live nice and lavish. So what they do is they go after this guy that could be, huh?
Very older.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah, yeah. They go after a guy that could be her daddy. But I'm just saying,
Eddie, no.
I'd be oh, okay, I'm gonna stop. Now see, I ain't going there. But listen, but the point is she's living very well. I was like, well, damn, can I be invited? Where y'all living in Atlanta? I'll go down and visit too. They got a nice pool, they got a hot tub.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, but I can tell Fallon, yeah, she looks like she's not an innocent little cookie. Fallon looks like she can get into some things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm interested to see what's going on. And you know what too, if you notice, Porsha, she got kind of the same type of friends because Fallon is Portia's friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Yeah. So look, she got Shamia, she got Fallon. You know what I'm saying? Like Portia's friends, they you know what I'm saying? They seem like those wild girls. You know what I'm saying? Girls gone wild. They're like they're the kind that'll be skinny dipping in the and what I'm saying on Myrtle Beach or something. I didn't say Myrtle Beach, did I? But I did.
Yeah, and also in this episode, as it ended, it was something very important. It talked about Cynthia. So first of all, Cynthia brought Mel into the middle of this, and she's trying to get her sister to be on her side. That's my sister. She's supposed to agree. I'm like, I don't 100% agree with that. Like, don't make her be in the middle. Make her, she was right. Sometimes you can hear right from wrong. And the time of the wedding, is it happening or not? 10, 10, 20 or not? And is we getting married? Pretty much.
Right.
How it ended.
Exactly. Yeah. Episode 3. Yeah, that was really the thing where Cynthia really had a lot of indecisiveness on her wedding. And it has made Mike, as a man, feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? He's thinking like he's feeling like to him it's so simplified in his mind. To him, it's just like, okay, I just want to marry this woman. She wants to marry me. Let's get married. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if we could have all the extras, the glim and the glam, cool. But if not, let's just get married. But Cynthia being, a model or being a woman and then also being from that model fashion world, she wants to be grand and fabulous. So, you know what I'm saying? I was like, she just made it so obvious that she really wants a big wedding, even though she kept trying to say, "Oh no, I'll marry you anywhere." But that was the disconnect because everybody was hearing it. Even her sister heard, you know what I'm saying? And then her sister is gonna have her back, but even her sister was like, "Well, this is how he's feeling." But let me tell you something. She got it bad. I mean, she has it real bad. But obviously they got married. But I'm just saying. But it's interesting to see how things were going before. So I don't know what's wrong with the girl.
Okay. Hello, Sunshine. Welcome to the room, Miss Sunshine.
Come on, Sunshine. Yeah, I know. We funny. We make you laugh. Keep it locked. But but with that though, yes. So that's why we have the 10, 10, 20 versus the big turnout. So everybody, you let us know. What do you all think? Do you all think that Cynthia was more interested in the actual date, the 10, 10, 20, getting married on October 10th, 2020? Or did she really want the big turnout? Let us know what you all think right now.
Yeah, we see you, Sunshine. We see you, girl. Okay, cool. So I'm seeing 13, episode 4. Starts out with Riley talking about Miss Kandi as not being the academic scholar. That was hilarious. First of all, reality TV can get more real than reality, right? Riley says she's not the academic scholar to her mom. My mom was like so mad about that. I had to bring that up because I'm a little petty sometimes. But it also starts with Cynthia being in the shop with her sister, you know, in Kenya, and they're trying to go through, you know, trying to help her understand, you know, what was going on. She was so stressed this episode, for real. And so they helped her understand Mike's point of view, and I think that was most important. Being able to understand Mike's point of view from her in that moment, from her sister and from Kenya, was amazing. What do you think about that, T5?
Yeah, you know, I thought it was good too. And yeah, it was really good to see, you know, Kenya and Mallory come together and, you know what I'm saying, help Cynthia to see what her husband was saying. Because, you know what I'm saying, this happens to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? It's like before the wedding is like when the worst can happen. You know, everybody's emotional. This is going wrong. This is mad. People overthinking things. So it's good to have friends, you know, like Kenya and then her sister Mallory to kind of, you know, just put her back in line. But I'll tell you one thing, but Cynthia shut Kenya up though. Because you know what I'm saying, that Kenya can't talk too much. She got a big mouth. She need to know how to shut up sometimes and listen to people. And Cynthia had to shut her up and you know what I'm saying, and listen, this is my side of the story. Now you can talk. Yeah, Kenya got it real bad. She couldn't be my friend. But
I know she couldn't because she been the flat up. I know how you give it up.
No, don't do that.
But there was a surprise.
Got it right.
Miss Kenya is trying to get it right, y'all. So surprise. Kenya is planning a surprise engagement dinner during this episode. And she brings Kandi in because y'all know people don't fuck with Kenya like that. So she had to bring Kandi in. Yeah, Kenya's very messy. I see you on Sunshine. She brought Kenya in so that Kenya can, you know, have this engagement surprise party, but put Kandi's name on it so people can show up. Talk to me, Z5.
Well, she's not stupid because if she want people to show up, she better put Joe Biden name on it or anybody name on it. I mean, put Scooby-Doo name on it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you have Kenya Moore on any invitation, you're not going to go. I'm not going to go because you already know you're going to get a lot of just fakery. You're going to get a lot of her trying to tell you what to do. She controls the situation, you know, but then she can't even control her marriage. But then she wants to control everybody else's situation. So I wouldn't go. I would like, just tell me how it was. Send me the pictures so I can post them on YouTube and get a good laugh out of it. Get me some hits. So yeah, she better say it's from Kandi.
But Kenya in this episode, where's this money coming from?
She ain't got no money.
So you had to be with Kenya Moore haircut, but you build the pools and the jacuzzis, and you're doing all these amazing things and private jets and all this stuff. Where's this money coming from, Kenya? I'm trying to figure out. That's all. That was my 2 cents. Where's it coming from?
It's coming from Bravo, and I don't mean in her check. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Bravo probably just loan her some money just so that she can have a lavish life. Because you know what I'm saying? Some of these people, if you think about some of these episodes that these girls, they be driving all these cars and stuff, and then they be driving the cars in the season, but then the next season they ain't got the same car. So I'm like, well, damn, y'all go through cars like that, but no, these cars have been rented and loaned out to these girls just to be in the show, I believe, because I'm pretty sure you can see these girls probably just riding around Atlanta, and they'll probably be in a Honda. So I wouldn't really think that you know. Where is it? I mean, what are you like? Listen, Kenya, what is she doing? She's not in no movies.
Honda.
Nah, yeah, listen, she's not in no movies. The housewives, if they pay her that much to have all this, then shoot, let me put on a wig. I'll be a housewife.
was good.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta really just talk about
I'm not fooling with you because that was good. Let me pick a list for now.
I love this with you.
Let me pick it up. I know somebody that can help you out. I got you. Okay, so last but not least, it ends with Drew and Rob trying to work it out again.
Right.
They're trying to work it out. I see you, Aaron. Aaron's like, I know. They're trying to work it out. Where's the money coming from? He's on the same page with us. Where's the money coming from? But Drew and Rob are trying to work it out. And I was like, that was super dope how they was trying to work it out in the end. They're still trying to work it out, y'all. And so I have to bring that back to the light. Z-Fly, talk to me as we move on to episode 5.
You know what, Troy, you come on, they are trying to work it out. Yeah, they're trying to work it out. But I think she's trying to work it out because and I'm not and I'm trying to be very I don't want to just go in, but I don't really like males who kind of manipulate their marriage. For example, he's not trying to work it out because whenever they was in the counseling session, he looking at her like, well, you do the talking because you want to got the problem. See, he's not opening himself up. He's not being vulnerable to really work out his marriage. To me, her husband goals are so self-absorbed and low. If you remember that, I think the counselor, she asked him, what are his goals for their marriage, and he just said respect and sex. That's all he wants. Can we talk about your kids? Can we talk about, your wife? Well, where you see y'all in the future? He just said respect and sex. So he has a problem. He's worried about being emasculated. Well, he degrades her but not degrade her, but he patronized, I can't say the word patronized her all the time. She's over there crying in the closet. But he worried about somebody emasculating him. He done went and left his wife for 3 days. I gotta get back on there. I can't believe this. 3 days. And he didn't even leave a email, a telegram. He just left. He left for 3 whole days. Didn't tell his wife nothing. He got kids. Oh well, but he got surveillance on them, and he's worried about being emasculated. Right. I didn't know that.
Right. So, a couple of key points on episode 4 that I sort of forgot because I had to switch from my notebook to my phone. 1, Porsha King had a party. They had a party for her. Remember, she was complaining about she didn't have a party. Now they had a party for her. But Kenya was invited, sort of, and then uninvited by Porsha's sister, Lauren. Situation. Also, in this episode, Cynthia and Noel, the relationship sort of flourished, and you can see more of them together. Super dope. Shout out to Cynthia and Noel. I think that's super dope. Her daughter is gender fluid, and she's come out as gender fluid, and she's out here in the world living her life LGBTQ. Shout out to you. Also in this episode, Ralph's dad passed away.
Yes.
Oh no! Shout out to Ralph's dad.
Yeah, that was sad.
Yeah, and on top of that, I did love how they surprised Kenya in her party. Surprise, surprise, surprise! I had little lunch with her and Tanya, and Marlo, and then after that they did surprise dinner. But the moment she was invited and she was uninvited in that film and that scene, the flashback that came was like, your party was whack. Like always talking about all her parties and all that. When she's like, they're gonna pay for my hair and my makeup. There's no way that they made me go through all this. At the end of the day, I get what she's saying. The party was cute. The gift from Kenya though was the doll shady or no? Z-Fly.
You know what? Okay. Wait. What was it? It was
doll, right?
Yeah. What kind of doll?
Rosa Parks. Somebody in slavery. I don't know, one of them ladies.
You know what? I feel like it had a hint of shadiness coming from Kenya. I felt like it was a hint of shadiness, but being that she's doing so much work and in the Black community or whatever justice, I'll take the higher ground and I say that it came from a good place with a hint of shadiness, just a hint of shadiness.
Right. You can have that. Okay, cool. So you know what? Take over, Z-Fly. Let's go to episode number 5. And I know I talk a lot and I had a lot of notes, but I'm sure maybe yours is not as long as mine. I was super excited. But let's get to number 5. Let's do it.
That's cool. Okay, but hold on. Now, before we go to number 5, I got some more for number 4. So, so yes, I actually did want to. I did actually just want to touch on that. Yeah, whenever she wasn't invited, she's acting so appalled, like she just couldn't believe that. You know what I'm saying, that she wouldn't be invited to Portia's party. But at the end of the day, some things you just wanted to have it drama free. And we know Kenya, she brings a lot of drama. She doesn't know how to keep her mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? Like if she sees something, what I'm saying, even if she doesn't say things directly, she'll just make little remarks, little smirks. Nobody wants to hear that at their party. And then I did like the fact how Tanya and Marlo, so they was keeping Porsha, preoccupied, so that her sister could set up everything at for the what am I trying to say? My mind's going. Oh yeah, for the party. But and then one thing I was like, here we go again, Porsha, is whenever Porsha was talking about, the gift giving, that Dennis has been doing for her. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what are you doing? Like, what I'm saying? One minute she's saying things like, oh, Dennis this, and I don't want to, be involved with him, or he cheated on me. But then you're still accepting gifts from him. You're still I guess letting him come over and have some fun between the sheets every so often. So my thing is, Porsha, how serious are you? What I'm saying, whenever it comes to Dennis and you actually leaving him, like, are you serious, or are you just playing with it? I mean, if you're just playing with it, then what I'm saying, we can try to understand it. But if you actually trying to leave Dennis, then leave him. I mean, I don't understand why they keep saying, oh yeah, he did me wrong, he cheated on me, da da da. But next thing you know, you turn that page. Well, he gave me a gift. Yeah, he did this thing. So yeah, I'm done. Anyway, all right. So yeah, we can move on to episode 5 for that. So basically, episode 5, it started with, it didn't start like this, but part of episode 5 was whenever Kenya, she was showing LaToya naked pics. So once again, we are back on Kenya and LaToya doing, what I'm saying, like, just showing. And I was surprised because listen, also, whenever y'all saw that picture of Kenya and like her naked booty, did it look kind of flat to y'all, or how did it look like? So what were you thinking when you saw Kenya's booty?
Oh, my bad. I was muted. Don't do that to Kenya with her booty. First of all, don't say flat like that, because it looked good in that picture.
It was flat.
I mean, it looked good in that picture. I ain't gonna lie. First of all, while I was Miss Kenya, where I'm at with my notes, Kenya in a naked picture in the phone text. Okay, feeling yourself. And the lingerie try on, though. Y'all can try lingerie on in 2020, 2021.
Come on now.
Like on your poom poom like that and just walk out the store. Like, what if you didn't buy it? I don't know. That's the part that was right. My dad sat there and watched this episode with me. As I went to show him all the booties and all that saying. And I was like, Dad, do you see this? Like, he was the one who was like, they could try it. He's the one who brought it to my attention. They can try it on with all that out like that and inside the lingerie like that.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I actually called it the fitness room lingerie fashion show. I was like, are we getting a fashion show though? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they had to buy those that lingerie. And if they didn't, I mean, the people probably threw them away after they was finished. But I was like,
I threw them away.
Yeah. My thing is, I was like, where did you do that? I mean, like, you actually trying on lingerie and then actually doing a whole fashion show, kicking with your girls. I was like, okay, I guess.
Yeah, I don't understand that. And then Porsha in the scene with her talking to her mama, she was Porsha and impregnate me scene.
Yes.
Right. And then also, I will say that impregnate me scene, she was saying how she listed attributes of Dennis and how she knew he was going to be a great dad and how I don't want to say the word trapped, but she used her pum pum to do some things. And they had a baby.
Right.
So we're gonna talk about that, and also I want to talk about the moment she had with her sister Lauren, and the breakdown between them having the dad and experiencing their dad in different moments. In the moment they had and they cried and all that stuff, that was interesting too. So give me a little bit about both of them, about the entrapment and about the moment of breakdown.
Definitely. Okay, hold on. We got a comment. Let me go to the comments real quick. And through a Sunshine Leach said, she said, nowadays you gotta wash it after you buy it for this reason. Coochie crumbs, not coochie crumbs from the last person trying on.
Coochie crumbs. Yeah, Sunshine. Thank you. That was good. I heard that.
Sunshine. And then that's all I was saying. I was like, come on now. I mean, should not even coochie crumbs, just the coochie STDs and leakage and everything else. I'm just saying. But yeah, but getting back on what we was talking about, so Porsha. So the first thing, well, actually, I was talking about Porsha earlier, with her talking about, Dennis is doing all these things and her legs going up. I mean, obviously that's how you got pregnant. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's all it takes for Porsha. You know what I'm saying? Just buy some things and the legs go.
Give her a hot dog.
Listen.
Give her 2 hot dogs.
But
I said give her 2 hot dogs, literally and physically. I shouldn't be ready to know.
But then also too, the other thing with her dad, I was like, everybody got daddy issues, don't they? I mean, to me that was I am stuck because my thing is, she got daddy issues. You know what I'm saying? Lauren's telling her that, I remember my dad kissing me on the forehead before he went to work, and the Porsha never got that. You know what I'm saying? Obviously they share the same dad, so I guess, you know what I'm saying, Porsha. I guess the dad lived in Lauren's house, correct? I believe that's how it goes. So yeah, so you know what I'm saying. I'm not saying that's right, but I guess Porsha, by her not being actually in the house, he just didn't do that. So I guess they didn't get the same treatment. You know what I'm saying, by Lauren being right there and Portia's over here. Like I said, you know what I'm saying, who knows how far they lived apart. Not saying that should matter because that's still your child. But listen, y'all know how these dudes do. So I'm gonna shut up.
I'm telling you, this is the episode that the night of the surprise engagement party, the chill party, engagement party. Now let's go back. Let's walk in, y'all. Picture this with me. Countdown, 59 minutes.
Don't picture it.
5 seconds. Chill walks in. Don't see none of the chill shit. Walks around all the chill shit because why? They're looking for Biden. They're looking for Biden and they see that Biden's not there. So they're like, there's like 2 people in here. What's going on? So the host asked, Kenya says, oh my God, and Kandi, turn around. Go back outside and start over again. You should have told these people Biden was going to show up. Knowing it's election year, Biden went there.
Let me tell you something. Cynthia she should have known better than that. I don't know if she felt like, I'm Cynthia Bailey. I'm on the Housewives, that Biden was going to show up. Well, obviously he didn't show up.
No, because Kandi's a superstar, so Kandi said it wasn't Kenya's party. Remember, it was Kandi's party.
Oh, right. Got you.
They got there because of Kandi's word. I hope they believe her word now.
Oh, where they going to show how? Listen, they're going to show how far Kandi name goes. It goes, but it don't go to the political. But there you go. I ain't got time for that. Who wants to be there anyway? All they're gonna do is start fussing. I'm pretty sure Joe Biden know of these type of shows. He's like, are you kidding me? And go for what? I wouldn't go myself.
So in regards to the last one on this on episode number 5. So okay, Kandi for singing a chill song. That was cute. That was nice. Calm down.
It was.
And then let's talk about the bridesmaid talk. Right? Started happening. And then Porsha girl. Over an hour late and coming in running your mouth. And Kenya singing. Okay. And LaToya. An hour and 20 minutes late. Friend. Kenya was petty for bringing up the damn Porsha King invite party at the dinner table about your sister didn't invite me. Porsha had no clue, right? And on top of that, Kenya's newfound love for being LGBTQ because she talked a lot about licking, and sticking.
You know, I was wondering because yeah, I was like the lesbianism chat that was going on at that table.
But going, Kenya got to people there by any means necessary. Nobody fucks with her. Sad but true. Sunshine, you watched the show. You an insider,
right? But you know, yeah, like I said earlier, I stand with what I said. I just feel like that you know what I'm saying. We will probably be surprised, but then again, no, we won't be that surprised. I was gonna say that we will probably be surprised what Mark has put Kenya through behind the scenes, but I don't think we would. I just feel like that Kenya, like, listen, after being with Mark, I'm about to go try coochie. You said what now?
I'll do anything after Mark did me what he did. I'll do anything. That's what she's saying.
Exactly. I mean, she did all this stuff, just, you know what I'm saying, to get a marriage, to get a baby, you know what I'm saying, to make it sound like, oh, look, I'm living happily ever after. And Mark showed her that is not the case, everybody. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He treated, I think he treated many mouths better than Kenya. You know what I'm saying? Like his own wife. You said what?
Better than Ken. He called her Ken.
Right. Exactly. Call her Ken. Porsha might have to stay home too.
Okay, so Sunshine's not here with it. Sunshine said Porsha stay at home. I get all right, but that was all I had for number 5. We can move to number 6 when you're ready.
But you know, too, but you know, another thing that was funny. Like I don't know if you noticed, but did you notice the husbands' faces whenever they was talking about whenever Kenya was like, "There's 3 girls I will actually have sex with," and they said, "Oh, do you see the guys' faces?" Like, you know, the most time the guys like that, but the guys were like, they was like, "Are we really talking about this freely? Right? Are we talking about this right now? Like, come on now." Listen, you can't get no cocktails in these girls because they are definitely gonna wild out, talk crazy, and make a fool of themselves. That's all they know what to do. Look, sometimes I think Kenya paid Mark to marry her like the last guy before the crazy guy. Exactly, I think so too. Because my thing is Kenya talking about what she say? So, oh yeah, they got married at like the beach place or somewhere that nobody knows about. Okay, well that's right. If nobody knows about it, we don't really know if y'all really got married. So yeah, money's involved. Money is involved when it comes to Kenya more. So that's what I gotta say about that.
All right, cool. D5, talk about episode number 6. Take it away.
All right, everybody. So moving on to episode 6, we are definitely moving along. Now, remember, we're doing 1 through 7 tonight. I know y'all might be like, "Well, Dad, are they ever gonna shut up?" But you know what I'm saying? We gotta catch up. But we're on episode 6. We only got one more. Episode 7, then we're done. All right. So episode 6, as y'all know, it was more about planning the wedding and things like that. One major thing about episode 6 that I wanted to that I wanted to highlight is whenever Cynthia was wondering should she invite her dad or not. And then one thing that I actually liked about this, Troy, is that it actually took you back a few seasons. Whenever they did do that that commercial or that yes, with Kenya. And see, then, just like Cynthia said, she's thinking that her mom knows what's up. You're doing a PSA. It's gonna be put out there. That's the whole reason why we're doing it. But I guess her mom didn't think of it like that, and it caused a few things. So I guess Cynthia just wanted to know, she wants her dad there, but also she don't want her mom to be uncomfortable with her dad there. So what are your thoughts?
I mean, at the end of the day, sorry. At the end of the day, when it comes to her and what she's doing, and how she feels, like, it's her own opinion. It's her day. It's her wedding day. She deserves to have it the way she wants to, and so they should respect that. Respect it the way her mom, and as it plays on her mom says, I'm gonna put my mask over my eyes. I ain't gonna even look. But I feel like they should respect her and let her have that day because she's already dealing with enough with Mike in that day.
Mm-hmm. And then to jump to the end of the episode, basically where they was visiting her mom. And one thing I did like excuse me. One thing I did like is whenever Noelle, she had her grandma back though. She really did. I was like, wow, that's very cool. She had her grandma's back because she was saying, how, you know what I'm saying, grandma has always looked out for us. She had our back. So, you know, if grandma doesn't want him there for this particular event, then just don't have him there. But then also too, I'm thinking like, can't they just socially distance them anyway? You know what I'm saying? I mean, my thing is they supposed to already be socially distant. So, what's the problem? You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I feel like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I do get what Noelle was saying, but that is Cynthia's dad. Even though her and her mom may not have had the best relationship, but still, I learned that, you know what I'm saying, what Cynthia's mom and dad's relationship don't have anything to do with Cynthia and her dad. So it's a tricky situation, but yeah. Also, too, in the episode 5, we're gonna go ahead and talk about Porsha and Dennis and that affair. You know what I'm saying? To me, once again, every time I see Porsha, I see that she just tolerated so much with Dennis, and I just can't believe it. It seems like the more she keeps saying the things that he does, the more that she keeps tolerating things, or like how she was saying, the gifts, and or he did this or he did that, or she said something else about he bought her something. But you know what I'm saying? Also too, you gotta be careful. Especially whenever you're on a TV show and you're in the public, you gotta be careful on whenever you're bashing these people, men or women, and then you know what I'm saying, you're getting the, you know what I'm saying, like people feeling sympathetic and empathetic for you from the public. And then you get on TV and you're like, well, yeah, he bought me a bag, and yeah, he's coming over to visit, and yeah. And then we looking like, now we over here on social media blasting him on your behalf, and you over here talking about he coming over tomorrow night. Like what? Right. So yeah, what are your thoughts?
That's the foolishness that we live in today's time. I think it's important to know yourself and know your value and know what's best for yourself, because at the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna treat you what you deserve if you don't know yourself first. So you gotta know yourself.
Exactly.
And Sunshine said, I mean, back to the Cynthia thing. I mean, it ain't her wedding, it ain't her mama's wedding. She need to get over it. So she agreed with what we were saying.
Exactly. I know that's right. All right, and then also in episode, what episode we on? Listen, I'm going. We're on 5. Oh, we are. Oh, wait, hold on now. Listen, listen, everybody. Listen, I got my notes messed up and everything. No, we're on 5. We're on 6, right?
No, you're on 6. You're right. My bad.
Wrong. Okay, see, I'm about to say. My bad. But yeah,
but we almost done. We almost done. My bad.
No, you cool. Yeah, also on episode 6, Kandi, she did the Kandi Cares event. Where she
Kandi cares.
Kandi Cares. She cares, everybody. Where she was doing the event, and that was nice. Of course, how will you ever have an event if there's not a little bit of drama that's going on there? Basically that's they told Drew what LaToya had said about her hair. That's that was a mess. I don't know why they told the girl that. So now LaToya knows how Drew felt. No, sorry, Drew knows how LaToya felt about her wig that she had on. And then what did Drew call it? Drew said it's her. Oh wait, we can't hear you.
Sorry, she said it was a quarantine wig.
You was a point.
She did it herself, like it was, the wig you got at home for quarantine, or you put your little gel on and stuff on your own self. Like it was a quarantine wig when you throwing yourself at home to go outside.
Exactly. Listen, I don't know what it was. But anyway, it was gearing us up for episode 7, which we're going to jump into right now. So why is this? Yeah, we're going to jump into episode 7 right now, and talk about the latest. All right, so yesterday, everybody, the newest episode came on. And it was a doozy. So as you know, it started out with Ralph. He gave a gift to Drew Sidora. He gave her a scooter. Yeah, he gave his wife a scooter. My thing is, I just feel like his whole demeanor sucks. It just sucks. I mean, you gave your wife a scooter, and then it sounded like he said something smart about it, like, "Oh yeah, I'm giving you a scooter because you always say something about." She can't keep up with. Yeah, something like this. It's just you know, to me, it's not a good look to be saying all this type of stuff to your wife on TV, things like that. But obviously, he don't care. Also, we saw later that Kenya, she had met with LaToya. That was talking, and then Kenya, she would look like a big old turquoise bird, but with all the little feathers that she had on.
This color right here. This color right here.
Yeah, exactly that color. Yeah, and then she's still having baby daddy issues. So I'm like, does she ever get over it? So yeah, so Troy, anything to say about Drew, her receiving her scooter from her husband, and then also Kenya and the baby daddy issues that she still got going on.
So when it comes to Drew and the scooter, I'm so happy that she can go out on the runs with her husband now, because he was on the run clearly for 3 days and we didn't know where he was until we found out he was in Tampa. But now she could be on the run with him, like Jay-Z and Beyonce. They could be on the run tour together, with her and her scooter. Sorry, that was a good one. Right. When it comes to Kenya, Miss Moore, it's not working.
It ain't working.
Now we know. A couple days ago, it came out in the news that she's getting divorced. For real. So she is getting divorced. I guess we're not going to see it in this season, but we'll see it next season. But a couple days ago, she's getting divorced. So that's that.
Okay, so she's getting a divorce.
Yeah, she is. It's officially out. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, good.
Allegedly, according to the blogs, yeah.
Yeah, she'll be okay. Also, too, episode 7, yesterday's show, it was showing the dinner at Drew's. Drew had a dinner where she invited the ladies over. Just basically, I guess, getting to know everybody a little bit better, things like that. Hold on, before I go on, let me see. I think we got a okay.
Yes, House of Chef Love. Come on, shout out to Aaron.
Exactly.
And the Verse TV and the Homo Talk show tonight. It's gonna be live. 8:45 ish. Check us out. I'm just sorry, I pump that in there.
No. Actually, no. Tell them again. Tell them a little bit more about that show.
Verse TV. Okay, Verse TV. It's called. Go to YouTube right now. We're on YouTube and Facebook. Same thing. Go to Verse TV. VERS without the ETEAV. Verse TV on YouTube and on Instagram and on Facebook. And tonight we go live. We do 2 segments live. And we go live we've been doing this. It's gonna be week 91. We've been doing it live for 91 weeks. And this week we're going to be having a special guest and interviews and all that. But yes, since our first week doing this, I want to point it out tonight, Monday night, the Homo Talk show live at 8:45 ish is our first part. We do live and do another part live. But check us out. Verse TV, go follow, like, comment, subscribe right now.
What he said. Check him out tonight. All right, cool. All right, but so you know what I'm saying too. So to finish this episode out, so you know what I'm saying, Cynthia. So Drew Sidora, she has the dinner at her house. You know what I'm saying, just getting to know them better. One thing that I found crazy is whenever Ralph, her husband, he was really acting really nice to the women. You know what I'm saying, just being such a gentleman, being a husband. You know what I'm saying, asking, oh, can I get you anything? You want anything? Oh, can I do this? Can I do that? I think, oh, well, Dad, can he, give some of that energy to his wife? You know what I'm saying? I was like,
basically, rub your feet. Can I put your eyelashes on? I didn't get it. It was too much. That's what
it was really bad. Really, it was not a good look. You're welcome. You are very welcome. But yeah, but also too, Porsha, she was spilling the beans. Of course, somebody got to spill some tea on LaToya and her feelings towards.
Yes, talk about it.
Yes, talk about it, Troy. Talk about it.
Yes. So Kenya decided to talk the business about what LaToya said when LaToya wasn't there. She wasn't being shady, and not to be shady, she said Cynthia and Kandi was there too when LaToya was talking about Drew's wig. So
right.
I guess the newborn collector in this season is going to be Porsha.
It's going to be Porsha. Yes, exactly. Somebody got to pick up them bones. And then you know what I'm saying, private plane or not. So as you know what I'm saying, they're planning, they're planning their getaway, that they always love to do every season. This time they're going to South Carolina. Ooh, South Carolina. I just can't wait to see what they're going to see in South Carolina. But they're going to South right. They're going to South Carolina. And Kenya was saying how you know what I'm saying, she's gonna take a private plane or whatever. and then and then some of the people was like private plane or whatever. You must got money, and then it seemed like no wait, but first I think before that I think like Drew had asked her, how are you going to get down there? You know what I'm saying? Like no, tell me. Okay, get it right.
Told her. Kenya said, "Hey, Drew, want to invite you to this trip. Yeah, me and LaToya, we're hosting this trip, but we're flying private on a private jet." Then she texts Drew the day of the trip and says, "Look, don't tell the other girls that we're going to be taking a private jet. Don't say nothing." Then she finally mentions to them, "Hey, Kenya told me not to mention to y'all that they're taking a private jet because the bus was real hot," and they started complaining. So, boom, the tea came out.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, well, yeah, it was messy. It was just messy. Period. And then so they're gonna go on this trip. Preparation for the trip. Todd and Kandi, they're talking about a stripper. That he's planning on having for for Mike's bachelor party. And I'm just thinking, why is that always the thing? I know strippers are fun, but is that always gotta be the thing? You know what I'm saying? Is that always gotta be the thing of a bachelor or bachelorette party? Strippers. Is that all they know? It's all. What happened?
Coming from you, interesting.
No. I said always for a bachelor party. Sure, you have it, but like always, it's like that's the go-to. That's the go-to.
Let's play something different. I get you.
Right. Also, we learned that that Kenya she spilled the beans to LaToya about the dinner party, what was said, how Drew felt about what she said. Then, Porsha telling her about the wig, and then, LaToya's like, oh, well, Porsha, she's extra, so now they got something going on. They don't have anything going on yet, but now LaToya feels some type of way. Also too, Porsha, we saw her backsliding. She allowed Dennis to take her to the restaurant, to the airport. They actually pointed to Dennis saying, "Yep, here he go right here." You know what I'm saying? Like I need for y'all to listen. Everybody who's listening to us, listen to what I'm saying. Like, just listen how these people are backsliding. They you know what I'm saying? They like now, for example, like Kenya. Kenya talking about Mark really bad, but if Kenya goes back to Mark, just cut her out. Okay, real quick. Sunshine has a long posting.
He wasn't submitting. He was being nosy, making sure Drew won't talk about him or their marriage. And Porsha ain't learned her lesson about being messy yet, shaking my head, and then tried to throw Kandi and Cynthia down with her. She's so petty, Betty. And she couldn't even ride on the jet. She bought on the budget. And why she didn't even want them to get the free ride or her coin. Boom, just like that.
Okay. Now, Sunshine, she said that. Basically, what she said. Okay, let me see. Let me wrap this up. All right, so yes. So we saw Dennis. And then Marlo. What was Marlo wearing? She was wearing a bee catcher on
hazmat suit. She had a hazmat suit.
You know what? Marlo, stop. I was like, is she about to go catch some bees or something? Get some honey out there. Marlo, come on now. That's my girl though. And then of course the bus ride. It was all about sex talk, baby daddies, and spilling the tea on the bus. The hot bus. It had no air conditioner. That was funny. Because Porsche was like, how can you gonna give us a bus? Ain't got no air conditioner. That's bad. Now all this money she ain't got no money for the air conditioner. And then as y'all know, Kenya and LaToya, they got to South Carolina first. They are, they're choosing everybody's rooms for them. That's always the rooms always. Yeah, that's always big. Drew, and then Drew, she told the ladies about how Kenya didn't want anyone to know about the jet that came out, and then. It was funny whenever somebody said, "Oh yeah, Kenya, she went on her private jet," and then Marlo said, "What jet?"
Sunshine said Marlo should have stayed home looking like that.
Okay, what's going on with Marlo? And then of course, then also the girls' reaction to finding out that Kenya brought baby Brooklyn on this girls' trip. So
I can bring my kid. Yeah,
that was episode 7. So next week is gonna be a whole lot of mess. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot. So everybody, that is our 1 through 7 show of our review.
RHOA, Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 13.
That's right. Now listen. I know that I know that we gave y'all an hour and a half today, but don't worry. That's just because we're catching up. Next week, we'll only have one episode, so probably 10 minutes, a 10-minute show. So definitely be sure to come back. Yeah, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7, 8, 9. You never know. It definitely be very short. So yeah, come back next week, 6 p.m. Monday, and
then Thursday.
Yeah. You know what? Thank you. Hold on. Let's get. Okay, Sunshine said. How's she say?
Hey, Toya got on the show again. Also from Atlanta, I thought it was who her husband again?
You know, I'm done. Listen. I love it. Everybody, be sure to tune in on Monday because on Monday we're going to be doing another review of Growing Up Hip Hop. That's
Thursday.
right.
Thursday.
Listen. That's why I have these things down here. Listen, my mind is ever. I'm hot. Listen. I'm hot. I need another drink. It's gone. So I'm saying Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But yes, Growing Up Hip Hop review. We're going to be doing Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta on Thursday, January 20th at 6 p.m.
This Thursday, 6 p.m. 1 through 3 of Growing Up Hip Hop ATL.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for all your comments. We had a great. This is really fun.
Sunshine for being on the
MVP thank you, Sunshine and everybody
and keeping it going.
They hit us up. Yeah. Okay, we gotta get out of here. I'm hot. All right. Peace. See you Thursday. Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta Thursday.
This Thursday. Bye.